Hi everyone, I welcome all the divine souls on my YouTube channel, which is Twin Flame Realities. So there are three main stages of inner work, three main levels of twin flame journey inner works. So you all have heard about twin flame story majorly from Shiva and Shakti. Who are basically from Hinduism. So its initial stage is Sati, then Parvati, and then Goddess Kali. Once you complete the final level of inner work, the third level, then only divine will reveal the identity of your divine counterpart. So when Sati was born on earth as human, her father was already aware. He was told by other, gods and deities that, she will get married to Lord Shiva. So Daksh, who was her father, was not ready to make her, married with Lord Shiva because of his ego only. There was no other reason. Wherein he himself was a divine child. If we look at, Daksh, he was the son of Lord Brahma. So Daksh started telling and teaching, wrong things to Sati that, she's only meant to do what her father is telling. And it was all about 3D matrix and karmic things on earth. So as, when she was born, she used to get all sort of visions and dreams that who she is, and she could see the future, and she used to get a lot of visions and dreams about Lord Shiva. But then her father made sure that she doesn't believe in all these things, and also started teaching her false things. So wherein Sati was not awakened, she did not follow her intuition, as she wasn't aware about her true self, which was a goddess. So Daksh actually started, playing a guilt trip. Like you cannot go ahead against your father's decision. That is the most important thing. If you are, a daughter or a child of anyone, your parents are superior than God. So she also started believing, and wherein parallelly she was kept on receiving messages and dreams about Lord Shiva. So she used to question, but then most of the time she started ignoring because of what her father was trying to teach her. So now, if we look at the divine feminine in this, current life, whether you are a twin flame or divine masculine or divine feminine, let's focus on divine feminine first. So, if you are a real twin flame, you are always being given signs, messages, and other sort of guidance about you being a twin flame. If you have heard my story, I have shared the twin flame word I heard only after my awakening, but then before this, I was kept on reminding about my own powers, me being a different personality in terms of a divine child. A lot of communication was there, so I was not ready to accept it. But then I was also not like other twin flames who are part of matrix. I've never been part of matrix. Before my awakening, I never believed, even though when I was told by the divine that I'm a divine child, but I never ignored my intuition. So that was another reason that, I kept on ascending in my life, even without doing my inner work. I already had a lot of strong boundaries. But then if we look at other twin flames, they definitely get, messages through dreams, and then their intuition is also telling, so which they are actually ignoring because Matrix is working on them. So, duty of and role of karmic person in your life include, be it your parents or anybody else in your life, it's their duty to make you believe that you are a normal human being. If you ever try discussing any of your spiritual gifts or powers, they will straightforward deny. No, it is actually illusion. It is not the truth. Same thing people tried doing to me, wherein anybody, like, there were a lot of people when I maybe ever I tried discussing or telling them what I'm experiencing in terms of, whether it is my spiritual power, entities I can see or communicate, a lot of things. So everybody denied, but I never let them overpower because I knew what was happening. I kept on observing things, what was happening with me and around me. So I actually started believing into my spiritual powers and into my spiritual gifts, and I knew what happens because of these gifts and how helpful these gifts and spiritual powers are. Wherein other wanted me to ignore these gifts and wanted me to believe no, these things are not real. Wherein they knew these things are real, but their duty was to make me believe no, it is not real. So, what I believe, every real twin flame is always being guided, given messages through their intuition and through dreams about who they really are, but they actually tend to ignore. And that is the reason, as they did not believe into their own spiritual powers, their gifts, or their, messages, what they were told through divine, through dreams. And what happened when their parents asked them to get married to somebody, they actually got married. So that is the reason, lot of twin flames says, they only got to know about being into twin flame connection when they are already married to somebody else. So what to do now? So the reality is, divine always tries to tell you the truth, or communicates to you, not directly then surely through dreams. So if you have till now ignored your repeated dreams, start making notes of those dreams which you have been keep on seeing since your childhood. It will actually help you a lot when you start doing your proper inner work. During counseling session, I also interacted with several twin flames, wherein talking about a divine feminine who have got married to a lover. I mean, it was a love marriage, and then once they have gone through spiritual awakening, they got to know that there is somebody else who is actually their, a twin flame. So now they're not ready to accept that they have not followed their inner guidance. They started following the 3D matrix, this 3D life, because you want to get married, or your parents want you to get married, or maybe you don't have anything to do in your life, that's why you want to get married, or it is so important. So you have to be in acceptance that you have actually ignored your inner calling. So the first step is to come into acceptance that you never took the control of your life. You followed what your parents said, or maybe what your lover said, and you didn't try to sit with yourself what your intuition was trying to tell you. See, this twin flame connection is the rarest connection, and lot of things happens because of this, twin flame connection. So in my case, as I've shared, the higher self of this karmic twin flame was staying with me since my childhood. So which I started recognizing that there is a masculine spirit who always stands behind me. And also the family I came in this lifetime, wherein I was forced for marriage. So I had a lot of pressure since my childhood for getting married. So I actually took a stand for me. I had to do different things, to not get into relationship or into marriage, because I knew once you get into this sort of relationship, it will be so difficult for you to come out of that thing. Even though if you're getting married to a toxic person, why to create unnecessary things into your life when you are already not clear who you are, why these things are happening. So a lot of things were happening with me and around me, through spirits, and then this higher self of this karmic twin flame, then divine communication, then other entities attack, and then communication with other worlds. So many things were happening since my childhood. So I actually wanted to understand myself fully and things what were happening. Then only I can think of getting into a relationship or into marriage. So wherein a lot of people tried for me to get into relationship or into marriage, there were threats also. So I've literally gone through a lot for not getting married, for not getting into relationship. So I have been highly supported by the divine, because I have been taking stand for myself. So I went against my karmic family for not getting married, because I saw what was happening, in relationship, whether it was in the immediate family or into my surroundings, that, people disrespect, and then they are in so hurry to come in a relationship, then they are also so in hurry to, get divorced. So this is actually a disrespect of a relationship. For me, relationships are important. So I decided I will only get married when I want to get married, that too on my own timing, not because other people want me to get married. So when I completed the final level of inner work, the third level of inner work, then only divine actually revealed me the true identity of my divine counterpart, my divine masculine, who is 2 years younger than me. He's single, he's not married. So I was actually surprised, like, see, I am into 30s, he's also into 30s, and we both are not married. So if we look at the journey of Sati, so when she was born as human on earth in the family of Daksh, so where Daksh, who was her father, started teaching her not to worship Lord Shiva, and she started doing the same thing. She were following because it was told by her father, and father figure in India is so important, worshipped before God. You are meant to follow what your parents are saying. So she started doing the same thing, wherein she used to get visions about Lord Shiva, through dreams and a lot of other communication, but then she was actually ignoring her inner calling. So now if we look at twin flames, especially divine feminines, if we compare them, with the level of Sati, they do follow 3D matrix. They do want to be with that person who is toxic. They can be their family member, they can be their karmic parents, their lover, their husband, and they will try to chase that person. They do not have a self-respect, and they are still ready to compromise on all level just to be with that person or to continue that relationship. So these are wrong things, and these things actually belongs to the level of Sati, wherein you are actually disrespecting yourself and ignoring your inner calling. So I never advise anyone, whether twin flame or anybody else, to, when you are dealing with a toxic person, whether a toxic family member or anybody else in your life, you don't have to fight or argue, but you also don't have to, disrespect yourself. You don't have to compromise wherein when that person is a toxic. So when you're adjusting or compromising with the right person, compromising on the timing or certain things, not in a wrong way. So when these things, is happening with the right person, you won't feel bad. But then when you're doing these things, these kind of adjustment for a wrong person, you are actually losing on your divine powers. So lot of twin flames are stuck in matrix. So they are following certain things or lot of things because society wants them to follow. Otherwise, they won't be accepted. So they are so concerned about acceptance, validation from other people, from wrong people. So twin flames are already, part of matrix, that too on a heavy level. And then when they have gone through spiritual awakening and now aware about being in this twin flame connection, so the evil entities who are acting as twin flame coaches, they try feeding them, they try telling them it is so okay to be in an extramarital relationship, on the name of divine connection, on the name of twin flame journey. And many twin flames believes on this shit information, and they start doing that. They do not, think even before taking this step that you are being pushed into another dirty kind of matrix on the name of twin flame journey when you get into extramarital relationship with anybody. So always remember, whether you are a twin flame or a normal human being, you are always bounded by karma. So if you are getting into extramarital relationship with anyone when you are already married, or you are single, the other person is married, so you are creating bad negative karma for which you have to pay in this lifetime and then also in upcoming lifetime. So when you've gone through spiritual awakening, when you know that you are in a twin flame connection, that time you are only, in interaction or in connection, energetic connection with karmic twin flame, not with the divine counterpart. So evil entities and false spiritual gurus are telling you that that person is a divine counterpart or a divine masculine or a divine feminine. They are actually calling a karmic twin flame as a divine masculine. So, and now a lot of twin flames believe on this information, and they also teach you that it's so okay, you should not think about society, that because it is so okay because it is a divine connection. So see, intentionally they are trying to put you in a karmic cycle which will be so difficult to come out of that this particular cycle when you are dealing with a karmic twin flame, because that person who is already staying in a multiple relationship already has heavy lot of negative karma, and unnecessary you are tying yourself with that person, wherein the detachment from a karmic twin flame is extremely difficult. So when you have gone through spiritual awakening, that time you are on the level of Sati, when operating from matrix, where you are not following your intuition. There are few twin flames, especially divine feminines, who follows their intuition. But then also, as this matrix is playing a big role, and evil entities who are acting as twin flame coaches, they intentionally start spreading information, calling a karmic twin flame as a divine masculine or a divine feminine. So even though if there are certain divine feminines who are operating from intuition, they also start believing that this person is a divine counterpart, which is not the reality. So from Sati to Parvati, Parvati is the second level of inner work, where you will do lot of energy cleansing and healing, and also a lot of releasing will be done. Lot of karmic lessons you will learn, and heavy strong boundaries you will have to set. So there are a lot of work which you have to do on level 2, the Parvati level. And if you have come in a family whose bloodline has been cursed or has lot of heavy generational trauma, so you will have lot of inner work to do on the level of Parvati, on the second level. So as I came in a cursed bloodline, there were a lot of karmic patterns and karma cleansing which was needed, and I knew that I came in a bloodline which belongs to the 15th generation, 15 generation. So there were already lot of karmic patterns which were visible to me. So on second level of inner work, you will complete all sort of energy cleansing, healing and activation. And all sort of dependency and codependency will be ended, removed on the second level of inner work. And on second level, you also understand and realize that now you cannot have access of other people in your life, especially any sort of lower vibrational person, because it affects your energy level, your vibrations. And the more healing and cleansing you do, more and more people will be attracted towards you. That doesn't mean that you will start giving your access like previous you have been giving access to your energy to any person. So you will learn to say no to people, whether you have always been available for helping others or for any particular thing, when people have been asking for your help, guidance, or any sort of, other thing, wherein it is so difficult task for a divine feminine to say, to learn to say no to other people. It can be your own immediate family member or somebody who you know from your professional life. So there are a lot of boundaries which you will learn to set on second level of inner work. So, if you do not learn to set strong boundaries with other people who are always trying to have access and want to receive your energies, they want to stay connected to your energies in any way. So, if anybody is talking to you, if it's an energy vampire or maybe a lower vibrational person who might not have wrong intentions for you, but then they just want to receive your divine energies, which you should not do, because when you start doing your healing, you have to be just with your own energies. Those are divine energies, and if you stay connected to lower vibrational people, you will not be able to complete your final level of inner work properly, wherein it is so important. So there are certain phases which you have to go through while doing your inner work, wherein you might have to stay alone, you might not be able to interact with a lot of people, but you don't have to force yourself, you can just observe. So when you start doing your healing and you know that you are feeling peaceful, happy within, and if there is somebody who starts talking and then you start feeling drained after maybe talking to that person immediately or maybe within few hours. Lot of changes I had to do in terms of when I was doing the services to the humanity, so that I will share in a separate video. So there were a lot of habits which were draining me on all level, so I had to make a lot of changes in those habits. And another thing, that a lot of activations were done through divine, and a lot of activations I was asked to do on my own, wherein I was guided by the divine. So when I started doing those activations and the activations which were done through divine, those powers were not easy to handle. So from second level, you start recognizing your own powers, how powerful you are, how blessed you are, how important your divine energies are, why it should not be shared with other people. There'll be a lot of boundaries which you have to set. And I understand that you may not like that you have to stay with yourself for a particular period of time, but then that time actually teaches you a lot of things, shows you your power, who you are, and what kind of effects your energies have on yourself and in the surroundings and on the other people. On third level of inner work, you realize if you're a real twin flame, you know that you are a real goddess, a real god exists on earth as a DM and DF. So you will see your own powers, that if you start activating any kind of spiritual gifts or powers, you will see it within a few days or few minutes, I can say, depends on an individual twin flame level. And what I saw, there were a lot of people, especially there are a lot of sort of spiritual practitioners, so they have to put a lot of efforts, so many years to activate one particular power, when it was so easy for me to activate any kind of power within few minutes, not just in few days. So that was the biggest realization I had, that how important it is for you to recognize who you really are. So the third level, which is goddess Kali. So as I said, there are three stages. So initial is Sati, then Parvati, and then goddess Kali. So when you reach on this third level of inner work, you will be completely clear about your soul mission on planet Earth. As soon as I completed my third level of inner work, I got to see my real divine counterpart, and then there were certain important major karmic lessons which were pending in me, and same lessons were pending in my divine masculine also. So in this journey, divine feminine is the leader. First you complete the inner work, and then parallelly and after you, I would say, your divine counterpart will start learning the same lessons. So there were particular karmic lessons about which divine was telling me to learn and make changes since my childhood, since I came in immediate communication with divine. So I was like, no, I don't need to do that, and I was okay with this. But then I realized, because of not learning this particular karmic lesson, my divine masculine has already gone through a lot and still going through a lot. So there I realized that lesson was pending in me, and then I decided to learn that karmic lesson. The moment I learn, within few months I saw that my divine masculine has also learned the same lesson. So as I am aware about my divine mission on planet Earth, the major mission. So if I do not learn this particular karmic lesson which was pending when I saw my divine masculine, then it will destroy not just the mission, I won't be able to fulfill it. Also, there'll be a lot of sort of, damages into my own lives. So that was the reason that it was necessary for me to learn this particular karmic lesson. And I felt so blessed that once I learned this lesson by just following some particular practices, my divine masculine also learned the same lesson. So it is so effortless connection with your divine counterpart. You never have to chase a real divine counterpart. So on third level of inner work, the goddess Kali, where you know your true in and out self, you know all of your powers, and also you learn that how important it is for you to remain in balance. As anger was one of the major issue in my life then. So when you get angry on people or on situation, you heavily start draining your energies. But now once you have completed your all three levels of inner work, now no more those sort of energies you can surround. In case you do, you will not just destroy your own energy, you will also destroy your surroundings and maybe the life of other people by just being angry. So you have to understand, it's not that easy to live your life the way you have always been living. After completing your final level of inner work, you will be completely transformed. Lot of changes will be done. You might not recognize your old self. So when you were not healed, when you were not awakened, if you have realized that there are people who just want to stay connected to you, they want to talk to you, and it has everything to do with receiving your energies, staying connected to your divine energies, so that they keep on receiving your energies and keep on sharing their energy with you, wherein you will only feel drained. So when you fully transformed, when you master yourself, when you come into your full power, there'll be a lot of even more people who would want to have your energies, and that is the major lesson which you have to learn. No, you cannot share your energies, but also there'll be a lot of tricksters who will try to make you angry just to drain you heavily, just to receive your energies on a bigger level. So that will be a bigger task. So now you tell me, do you have anger issues? If you have, how long it takes for you to calm yourself? Maybe it may take few minutes, few hours, or few days, or few months. You know yourself better. And on third level, you realize that how pure important your divine counterpart is, the purest gods and goddess self, who you do not want them to be disturbed because of any reason. So because of being in a twin flame connection, you pick up their energy, they pick up your energy. So it becomes your responsibility to stay in calmer energies and stay in balance. So in case you are feeling angry, your divine counterpart will also pick up on those energies. Do you really want that happen? No, I do not want that to happen. So you learn that no matter what, there will be people who will try to disturb your energies, but you should have all of your powers in your hand. No other people can disturb your energies. That will be a biggest challenging lesson which you have to learn. So remember, divine masculine is highly ascended, highly spiritual than divine feminine, because if you look at the twin flame journey, it is divine feminine who had to do all sort of inner work. And if things are pending in life of divine masculine, only because of this connection and journey. So as you start progressing, divine masculine will start progressing on his own. You do not have to do anything, you don't have to tell him anything. So you just have to take care of your own energies, your own lessons. And the more you take care of yourself, your divine masculine will remain in balance. So important thing was like, when you come into your full power, now you know that you cannot just talk to any person like the way you have been talking, the way you have been sharing your energies, and you learn a lot of lessons. As because of being a twin flame, whether it's a divine masculine or divine feminine, they both have a extreme level of helping nature, wherein at times it actually starts not just draining you, also harming you. So there were certain lessons in terms of doing help to others or doing service to other person, maybe poor and needy people. So if I do not make changes, then there'll be a lot of damage while serving my soul mission. So my soul mission is in a particular industry which is full of darkness, full of evil entities which are controlling that particular industry. Lot of shit are happening through that industry in my country. So I knew how important it was for me to learn those particular lessons which divine was telling me. So you know your level better, which level you are, whether it's at a Sati level, Parvati level, or Goddess Kali level. So when you reach on third level, all sort of codependency, dependency, fears will be removed completely. You have to remove it, will not get removed automatically. So that is the work which you have to do. And I will keep on sharing the complete, detailed inner work, but then you will have to do it on your own. I can only tell you the process, but if you think anybody can do it on your behalf, any sort of healing, so that is not the reality. If you are a real twin flame, you are born with lot of powers. If you are a real twin flame, you have to recognize your true self. You can heal any sort of issues and problems in your life. And when you start doing your inner work, there will be a lot of challenges thrown on your path from all levels. But know that it is only to help you, to level you up. And you are powerful, so you have to complete all these 3 levels of inner work. So this was about today's video. I'll see you in another video. Till then, take good care of yourself. Bye-bye.